The beginning, when God created humankind. Genre, spiritual mythology, historical fantasy. Greetings, dear friends. Today, we shall embark on a wondrous journey, one that takes us beyond the veil of time and space, back to the moment before time itself existed, to a time when nothing had a name, when darkness had not yet been born, and when in the endless void, only one being existed, the Creator. This is not merely a story. It is the myth of all myths, the first sacred epic of humankind. The beginning, when God created humankind.
1. Before the light.
Before the universe, there was the void. No light, no darkness, no directions, no movement, no sound, no shape, no memory. Nothing existed except Him. He had no form, no age, no boundaries. He was not born, and He would never die. He simply was, is, and forever will be. He is the first presence, the one that exists beyond time and matter. And then, from the depths of that infinite silence, the first word was spoken.
Let there be light.
Instantly, eternal light burst forth from the heart of nothingness. This light was not just brightness, it was existence itself. And where it traveled, it brought with it rhythm, life, and movement. Light revealed darkness, not as its enemy, but as its counterpart, so that both could exist. And thus began the duality. Day and night, beginning and end, life and death. And from that moment, time began to flow.
2. The act of creation.
He did not create in chaos, but with perfect order and divine rhythm. In 6 sacred phases, what humans would later call 6 days, He created the universe. Day 1, light and darkness were separated. Day 2, the heavens stretched above the waters. Day 3, dry land emerged and plants began to sprout. Day 4, the sun, the moon, and stars were placed like jewels in the sky. Day 5, birds filled the skies and fish filled the seas. Day 6, every animal that crawled, ran, or roared. And then something more. On the 6th day, silence fell, and the Creator prepared to make His most cherished creation, humankind. 3. The making of Adam. He knelt to the dust of the earth, the most humble of elements, and He formed it. Not just a statue or a puppet, but a vessel of wonder. With sacred hands, He shaped every line of the face, every joint, every breathless detail. And then He leaned down and breathed into the lifeless form, and the dust became a living soul. His name was Adam, meaning from the earth. Adam opened his eyes and saw light for the first time. He beheld sky, water, birds, and animals. But more than that, he felt the presence of his Maker. Adam was different from all creatures. He had a spirit, the image of the divine. He could wonder, dream, choose, and love. 4. Eve, from his rib. Yet, despite all the beauty, Adam felt alone. Every animal had its pair, every tree had a match. Only he was without a companion. So the Creator caused a deep sleep to fall upon him. He gently took one of Adam's ribs, and from it shaped a second being, not from dust this time, but from Adam's own flesh. Her name was Eve, meaning life. When Adam saw her, his heart stirred. He said, "This is bone of my bones and flesh of my flesh." She was not a servant, nor a copy, but a partner, an equal, a gift of love. 5. The Garden of Eden. The two lived in a place unlike any other, a sacred paradise called Eden. There were no lies, no pain, no fear, only harmony, laughter, and the presence of the divine walking among them. They could eat from any tree, walk with the lion, drink from the rivers of crystal. But in the center of the garden stood one tree, the tree of the knowledge of good and evil. And the Creator warned, "The day you eat its fruit, you shall surely die." 6. The fall. One day, a strange creature appeared, a serpent. It whispered with a voice like honey and smoke. Did he really say you would die? No, you will become like him. Your eyes will open. Eve looked at the fruit. It was beautiful. She reached for it, took a bite, and gave it to Adam. The moment they ate, their eyes were opened, but not to divine glory. Instead, they saw shame. They realized they were naked. They felt fear for the first time. They hid. The Lord came, as he always did, and called, "Adam, where are you?" And Adam answered from the shadows, "I was afraid, so I hid." 7. Banishment. The Creator knew. Though he was grieved, he did not destroy them. But he could not let them remain in the sacred garden. With tears and thunder, Adam and Eve were banished from Eden. Pain, toil, sweat, sickness, death, all now followed them. But before they left, the Creator clothed them in garments of skin, a final gesture of compassion. 8. The beginning of humanity. Adam and Eve had children, Cain, Abel, and Seth. From them came cities, nations, empires. Humans learned to build, to plant, to write, to love, and also to hate, to conquer, to lie. Though they had fallen, the image of God remained, hidden deep within their hearts. And so they searched for the divine, in stars, in temples, in one another. 9. The promise. The Creator did not abandon them. Even in their rebellion, he gave a promise. One day, a Savior will come, born of a woman, and he will crush the head of the serpent. And so, humanity waited. Through storms and wars, through wisdom and madness, they waited for a day when the garden might be restored. And that, dear friends, is the story of the beginning. From nothingness to breath, from paradise to exile, from despair to hope. Thank you for walking with me through this sacred tale. The beginning, when God created humankind. May we never forget, we are dust, yet filled with light. We are broken, yet destined for glory. We are fallen, yet always pursued by love. Until we meet again in another myth, another journey. Farewell.